Boom, right? So, talking about the Raiders selecting Aiden O'Connell, 135th overall, man, to, that fourth round. What is it, fourth round, right?
Fourth round. End of the fourth round. Last pick of the fourth.
Like we're saying, man, he doesn't do anything that's super spectacular in his game. Then you can really point out that really, is really spectacular about his game, but at the same time, doesn't do anything too negatively as well. You know what I mean? Very solid game.
Okay, and I'll say this too. I would encourage you guys that really haven't watched him, watch his tape, go watch his tape. And one thing I'm going to say is that this sticks out to me, and I'm not getting ahead of myself here, but I just want people to kind of realize, watch his base when he throws the football. Very Tom Brady-like. Release. Very Tom Brady-like. Whips the ball. Very accurate. Now, competitive fire and those intangibles, things like that, we have to see.
You can't measure that right now.
Right.
Exactly.
But
and his footwork is very, very what you look like as a prototypical Josh McDaniels quarterback.
Yes.
His footwork is perfect
Yes.
for this system. His base, everything about him.
Skill set's there.
Screams Josh McDaniels developmental guy.
Yes.
That's just what it is. And to be able, and this is what I was telling my dad before we started recording, right? To get Aiden O'Connell, I know some people are mad there's other defenders on the board, but to get Aiden O'Connell at 135, I would rather do that than grab Hendon Hooker at 70 or get Hendon Hooker at 100.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? That's better value.
Yeah.
Now, it's to be said what the Raiders are going to do as far as linebacker and some of the other defensive needs we have can still be filled. As we're sitting here, Henry To'oTo'o is still on the board, and that's somebody I've talked about at great length.
Yes.
So I really want him. Darius Rush, I don't know if he's been picked. I'm looking. I don't think so. So that's another corner we can grab. But you have to, in this draft, we knew we were going to grab a young quarterback, just didn't know when it was going to be, and this is it.
Yes. We needed a quarterback, so Raider Nation, be happy that we have something for the future to develop.
Exactly.
And also another thing, I would love to see us, with our remaining picks, we need to address linebacker. I don't think we've addressed linebacker at all. That's definitely a position I'd like to see us address right now. Curious we didn't get a safety, and everyone thought we was going to get a safety, but I think that they're satisfied with what they have already in-house.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that Jamie Robinson from Florida State might still be on the board. Now, I don't know. This at the time we're recording this, he's still on the board. So if not, then, at the end of the day, there it is. But, he might still be on the board, but I don't think we need a safety like that either. It's time to focus on that trench.
Sure.
Time to focus on the trenches in that front seven, which is the linebackers, which is the front seven that J.L. Skinner from Boise State they've met with at great length
Safety.
as well. Safety.
Yes.
And somebody who's sneaky that I've been thinking about, maybe not, but that Luke Weipler, center from Ohio State. Don't get into it. They might.
He might got drafted. He might have got drafted.
He's still on the board.
He's still on the board?
They might. I mean, I know Andre James is on thin ice. So, you never know if that's where they're going to go, but I think that defense should be the number one priority, but knowing this regime, they're just going with guys that fit the system. Who fit the system.
All system fits throughout this whole draft. I'll jump back over to the first round. Tyree Wilson, to me, feels like a steal, even though we got him at 7. Even though we got him high, he still feels like a steal to me.
Right.
This guy gives me Myles Garrett vibes, especially if the motor is like a Max Crosby motor. We got something.
But, exactly. And with that, and also at the same time with him, he still has room to grow.
Yes.
So touching back on the Aiden O'Connell thing, this is why y'all clicked on the video. I mean, every pick we have gotten there is more ceiling to be had with these prospects. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Aiden O'Connell especially. You know what I mean? We don't know what he's going to turn into. You hope that he can give you at least some Kirk Cousins-like starting ability. That's what I'm hoping. If you're going to look for a starter, I'll just say I can see some Kirk Cousins type stuff with him. You know what I mean? I'm not going to expect the world. At the end of the day, we got him in the 4th round. So if he develops into anything type of starter level material, it's a W. Because you got the man in the 4th round. But, you're looking at it, we had to grab some type of young quarterback. And at the end of the day, if it don't work out, you swing again. But the roster is getting built around the quarterback.
Also, the biggest thing is, you know what? At the end of the day, let's take our time.
Exactly.
Take our time and develop this kid. We don't need to put him out there. We don't need to rush him. Let's just take our time and develop the kid and ingrain him into our system. ingrain him into the philosophy. Me personally, I do believe. Yeah, you're right. Wepler is still there.
See, and then think about this, right? Let's think about this. And you look at him after our second round pick, right? What quarterback got to come in here and be Superman?
Right.
No quarterback got to
Right.
come in here and put
Right.
the weight of the world on their shoulders. Look at the weaponry you
Hopefully
have.
Jimmy stays healthy.
You know what I mean? Just
Hopefully
look at
Jimmy stays
look what's
healthy.
around you.
Yeah.
All you need to do is not turn the ball over and play within the system. And that's exactly why you grab a guy like Aiden O'Connell.
Because we got weapons everywhere.
Play within the system, bro. We don't need you to be Patrick Mahomes. Although
Yes.
it'd be perfect if you had somebody like that in this system. You don't need it. Look at our versatile weaponry around all the field. I mean,
Yeah.
even the guy you draft in the third round.
Well, our system plays exactly into his skill set.
Exactly.
Because all he has to do is get the ball out quick to the weapons that we already have at our disposal. You know, also, let's mention Michael Mayer real quick. Because guess what?
Why he answer that? A quarterback's best friend, bro. Tight end quarterback best friend. Think about the depth we already have at that position. You know what I mean? So boom.
Okay.
Like we were touching on, you know, Aiden O'Connell is the pick for the Raiders in that fourth round, man. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. Us personally, we've been scouting this guy for a minute. We like the pick. I love the pick, man. So at the end of the day, I think it's something that's going to be good for the Raiders going long term. Make sure y'all hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. And remember, I always keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Raider Rundown.